Yo, Haitian, go crazy with it. Go crazy with it. Woods.
Hola los peoples, my name is Rafisa, you're listening to Choublak4 and I hope you're having an amazing day. That beat is Haitian's work, you can find him on Instagram, his handle is at one Haitian, that will be one, the number one, Hayshun. Today's episode is titled Fleur, brisée. Let me show you why. On an August morning, I attended a driving class for the theoretical part. The only thing we were told to bring was a pencil to take notes because sheets of paper and a book would be given to us. The class was taking place in an old house where things looked almost abandoned. Most of the furniture was covered by large sheets, and these sheets were covered by dust. There was a green board with worn out frames and desk with dozens of signatures. But students were not the only one leaving signatures. Outside, the building was showcasing an earthquake's work of art embellished by the flora. And yet, this old and probably a little bit dangerous house was made charming by the teacher who was not planning on providing his services anymore. We were three students, two boys and I. One of them owned a cell phone with a cracked screen. Honestly, that might have been one of the most cracked screens I had ever seen on a working cell phone. When he pulled it out, the boys had a small conversation about how the phone should be replaced and had no aesthetic value left. It was at this moment that a ray of sunshine ran across the room to hug the screen of the cell phone. It was magnificent. "Oh my god, it's beautiful!" I exclaimed. The boys looked at me like I was delusional, and that felt like a challenge. I quickly pulled out an HB pencil and one of the sheets of paper to mimic the patterns found on the screen of the phone. I took his number and claimed by the end of the week, I would have shown him how beautiful it really was. As soon as I got home, I painted it on an 8 by 10 inches panel. White, lavender, and violet delicate strokes on a black background. It felt like a puzzle, really, like I had found a missing piece of something. At first, I thought it looked like butterfly scales. I fetched two other panels and completed the image as I saw fit. But that wasn't it. And then it struck me. It was a flower. Of course, it was a flower. I fetched two other panels and completed that flower. It was exquisite. Something apparently meaningless had been given a purpose, and that offered me a fulfilling sentiment. I called the painting Fleur brisée, which is French for broken flower. Sometimes in life, we feel like that broken cell phone screen. It's hard to find the beauty in who we see in the mirror, and I'm not talking about physical appearance only. The recent, or maybe not so recent, events make us almost lose hope. Well, some of us do crack and lose hope. In those times, perhaps it's difficult to find the qualities we liked about who we were. It's easy to be disappointed with ourselves and wish to go back to the way we were, bright and shiny. Perhaps the purpose you thought you had isn't it, and you're desperately searching. Stop worrying. It will come to you. That's always how it's been, except that some people are conquered by their purpose earlier in life. Stop looking for what you used to love about yourself. That's too easy of a task. Instead, start looking for the things you love about your present self and focus on that for a little while. The beauty is there, it's here. We live in a world where we are often told to work on ourselves, which is important, but while doing so, a lot of us forget to take a minute and appreciate who we have become. That should be done from time to time. You are not a broken screen, you are a beautiful flower. You might have been the victim of something, but your identity is not reduced to being a victim. The dark days are days you will overcome. Unlike a cell phone screen, your broken pieces will make you stronger. And like the painting, you are more beautiful and worthy because of them. Thank you for listening to today's episode. You can follow Choublak4 on Instagram or Twitter. That will be CHOUBLAK 4, the number 4. You can also subscribe to whichever platform you're listening this from. I am an artist and you will find my work on Instagram. My handle is at Rafisarelo. That will be RAFISARELO. You will find the painting I described in this episode on my art page. Have a blessed day. Ciao, ciao, bye bye.